So a couple of retirements last week. A couple of Arsenal, ex-Arsenal players, amongst other clubs, but I'm an Arsenal man, we're going to mention that. Let's start with I don't want to say lesser of the two, but Emmanuel Adebayor. Some thoughts on him. Exactly. You think of him, it just brings a smile in it. The guy was bad.
What's the meme? I'm just a baby boy.
Baby boy.
I'm just trying to live my life.
Just trying to live my life. Just a baby boy. I mean, and this is the thing. So you link into the convo we were having before. You know, there were no expectations on him. He was a good player. He can look back on his career with pride, I think. You know, he played for some top clubs. Yeah. The guy was dancing at the Bernabeu with Cristiano Ronaldo, bro.
I have not seen, honestly, when I saw that clip, I've never seen Ronaldo
dance
or
smile like that
with any other teammate.
I've never seen him smile that much on a football pitch because he's so laser focused.
It's like he broke character, innit?
Yeah,
like,
it's crazy. Like he forgot. Oh wait, hold on, I'm not meant to be.
There's cameras around.
Yeah. And I think people. He got a lot of stick when he went to Man City. I didn't understand it at the time, and I still that celebration.
I hated him.
I would have ran into the crowd.
I didn't like him.
But after the
I
stuff,
didn't like him until I saw him in Peckham, and then I realised, he's just uncle.
Yeah,
he moved. He needed that bread. I understood what he done still.
No, I really like Adebayor. I got a lot of time for him because he performed. He performed at Arsenal. He performed that season. He had a wonderful season that season. And then the next season, he got the contract. Next season, it started as well. The crowd gave him loads of stick, unwarranted. And when he made that celebration at Man City, I couldn't say anything.
Not a thing.
Because I've been there, I'd seen what the stick that he was getting.
Some of the stuff people were saying to him.
So I fully understood it. Even being an Arsenal fan, I fully understood it.
And football fans love giving it out. And something we'll talk so many times about. Football fans love giving it out, but they can't take it.
It's the double standard. It's the double standard. Huge. How dare you offend me because I've paid £40 for my ticket, so you can't offend me. Yeah,
for 90 minutes.
But it's just funny. You always forget the little things in ball. So in my head, he played at Real Madrid, fine, but he wasn't there the same time as Cristiano. So when I saw that, I was like, no, bro, that's big.
No,
and then he was getting managed by Mourinho. No, he was there when Mourinho was the manager.
Yeah.
He was.
They had a
So he's played under Mourinho. You know all these little tick boxes that pros have. He's played with Cristiano. He probably played against Messi in that time he was there, but I played in the Clasico. He's been managed by one of the greatest managers.
They won the league.
Yeah.
When he was there.
So
elite.
Undercover.
I see what you did there.
Undercover, he's had a very good career. So let's move on to one of my favourite Arsenal players of recent times, Mesut Özil. He's retired, and so it's not really a good point. His retirement was quite quiet for him. You thought he might have gone out of a blaze of glory and named names and threw some people under the bus, but he kept it humble. You know, I mean, as a non-Arsenal fan, looking from the outside, what would you say about Mesut? Like I know him.
One of my favorite players to watch. Over the years, I liked his stint at Arsenal. Probably for me, I preferred my favorite era of Mesut was at Real Madrid.
Yeah,
I think definitely. I mean, if you listen to the quote or look at the quotes of his time at Real Madrid, a lot of the players rated him very highly because he seemed to just have that ability to just put the ball on a plate. You know, Ronaldo definitely loved playing with him.
Yeah, apparently he was very vocal about when Özil left, right? Even publicly, right?
Both Ramos and Ronaldo, if I remember correctly. I thought he was a very, very elegant player, very skillful, and knew how to play the game very well. So it was disappointing to see how it ended at Arsenal. But
any other thoughts on Mesut?
He's a G, man.
I agree. I just think, like, as I said, the way his career kind of petered out, like, I think he was too good of a player for the way that his career ended.
Yeah, true. But he had a World Cup. You know, three FA Cups of Arsenal.
Yeah.
You know.
Sure, he would have won the league at
Real Madrid. Yeah.
I've got nothing to say about him.
Oh yeah, oh dear.
Nothing to say.
Oh dear. I tell you what, like, I'm gonna make an exception with him because typically I would agree about someone of his talent, even though he would say, you know, won a World Cup and he was important in that World Cup win. He's like he just went along for the ride. He was important to Germany in that World Cup win. But I do respect. Not many footballers stand on their morals like he did.
Yeah.
A lot of people take their money, keep quiet, you know, and the way he tried to speak up for the Uyghurs, the Muslims in China, the lockdown thing for me was just, it was a comedy show. It was a comedy show. Like they vilified him for asking the questions, and then they did what he said he was asking the questions about anyway, right? So I do think that I personally would like to see more, a bit like what you see in the NBA now, right? Those guys, they don't care. They speak out. I'm rich enough now. This is my
more
thoughts on
vocal
this.
from the players who've got status.
And it's easy for me to sit down the outside because football is slightly different, especially in this country. But I will definitely have a certain level of respect for him for just standing up on certain things and speaking out when it knows it would have cost him in terms of just how people viewed him, how people talked about him, and possibly put his place at Arsenal in jeopardy. And even him having to retire from the Germany team because of all the issues around his allegiances to head of state in Turkey, etc. So yeah, I think we can look back, maybe not Des, but the rest of us can look back on his career and fondness. And I think he was someone that, whilst he probably didn't fulfill his potential on a consistent enough basis, he can look back and say, I played for one of the two biggest teams in the world. I won the World Cup. There's not many people that can say that.
I mean, I think he done very well.
Yeah.
I think he done a lot. I
mean, 7 years of Arsenal.
Arsenal squad went...
Yeah, I think if he was in this current Arsenal team...
He wouldn't get in this current
He wouldn't get in there.
He wouldn't. He
I don't think that's facts, though.
Mikel Arteta would not have him in this team
over
at all.
Odegaard.
No way.
He would.
He wouldn't.
Why don't you make it work?
He'd make it work.
Because what Odegaard does, bro.
Özil that arrived at Arsenal.
Özil would not be in this team right now.
On the way out.
Take away...
Actually...
Why?
Because Özil that arrived at
Arsenal.
Actually,
one cover.
Just based on talent aside, like you're like Özil peak and Odegaard peak, you're saying that you're taking Odegaard.
Because of the manager. Mikel Arteta, every player, 11 players have to do their job with the ball and without the ball.
Well, Özil did his job without the ball. The stats back out.
I'll take back what I said only because I remember him at Real Madrid and I remember him even at Arsenal.
Yep.
He used to run, mate.
Well,
and I feel like in this team now, he would do the running.
Yeah. He would.
When everyone's doing the running around him and everyone's playing properly, you definitely will do it.
What's that back up with? Because I remember being out of possession playing with 10 men.
Bro, if you go back and do heat maps and distance covered, trust me, it doesn't back up the argument.
Tackles made. Presses.
Right.
Presses.
Have I moved to talk school? What we doing?
He ain't running around tackling people. That's not his game, bro.
On that note,
what, is he putting people under pressure?
But you don't play for people like Mourinho if you can't do that work.
The bias is setting in.
Man said tackles made. Are we talking about
Mourinho and Hazard?
Yeah.
Get back.
Right, yeah. Good luck to him, though. Good luck.
Nah, look, unless he does a lot of good work off the pitch.
No hard feelings.